Yapping.
Hello, this is Erica.
Edgar.
And Chelsea.
And we are the Yapping Schnauzers. We entertain you with yap-worthy stories we find around the web. We have today here Chelsea, my sister, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself.
Hello. I'm Chelsea. Just came back from the army. That's not my whole personality, though. No, none of this whole stuff. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, she's visiting us before she goes to Korea.
Yes, I'm going to Korea.
Mm-hmm.
For a whole year.
Korean fried chicken every day.
She's going to try everything.
What they got in Korea. Wink, wink.
OMG.
What do they have in Korea?
Well, you're definitely going to enjoy the food, and I think you're going to have a good time.
Come back tatted.
Oh my God, don't even.
You're just going to have Korean words all over your hand.
Full sleeve.
Oh my God.
You're going to have a poem.
Chelsea, do not.
A Korean poem on her arm, and she doesn't know what it says.
I'm not going to know what it says.
You're crazy. Mom will die.
Listen. Mom can't hit me in Korea.
She can hit you when you come back.
Oh, she just wears long
I'll just wear long sleeves for the rest of my life. Even if I come back during summer.
You're so crazy for that. So, today, what did we do? I just did more of
Christmas.
Yes, that's right. I did wrapping and just trying to get everything together for when is Christmas? In 2 weeks?
In 1 week and a half.
In a week and a half, yeah. And what about you, babe? What do you do today?
Woke up late and then I was just programming a game. Well, we're making a personality quiz for the Yapping Schnauzer website because we're planning to add more games every few weeks just to keep you all entertained. And they're all going to be dog themed, all about Bella, Selena, and Lila. So get ready for that.
Yeah, and their personality. So which one are you?
Yes.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's not really our dog, so, you know.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Teddy.
Teddy.
Yeah, we're talking about Teddy.
It's not like I'm really your sister or anything.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's cool too, though.
We can add Teddy as a secret character.
Exactly.
Oh my God, yes, he would be cute.
He'll be the biggest character. You know Queso?
Yes. You're
Who's Kezo?
You're not even saying that. Anyways.
Anyway. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, so...
Okay. What did you do?
Chelsea.
I've just been sleeping a lot. I went to church. I didn't sleep at church.
Wow.
I know. It's really
so proud of you.
It's really a miracle. Get it? Miracle church. Anyways.
Bro.
Okay. That was about it. And then I just came home and was fixing my room up because it's looking like a mess. So that was it.
The unpacking and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta pack my whole life away in a green duffel bag. So.
Yeah.
All you need is a nice black shirt.
I have a nice black shirt.
She does.
Actually, I'm just bringing a lot of patterns. Maybe I should probably bring solid color things. Huh?
You should.
It's gonna be cold in there, isn't it?
Yeah, my friend said she's already there in Korea and it's snowing already.
Oh, shoot. It's going to be cold.
Probably. I'm near the ocean.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really cold.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So today we'll be discussing top Am I the Asshole stories in Reddit. This first story is titled, My Neighbor Kept Parking in My Driveway, so I had her car towed. Hey everyone, I wanted to update on my previous story. And well, today, things finally came to a head. I woke up early for an appointment only to find Linda's car parked in my driveway again, blocking me in. My husband had left already for work, so I knocked on her door and waited for 15 minutes, but there was no answer. I even tried calling her, but her phone went straight to voicemail. I was running late and completely fed up, so I called a towing company. They arrived quickly. As they were hooking up her car, Linda stormed out of her house, furious. She yelled at me and the tow truck driver, calling me petty and claiming I could have just waited a bit longer or left a note. I calmly reminded her that I asked her multiple times to stop parking in my driveway, but she wasn't having it. She ended up paying the towing fee, and now she's absolutely livid. She's been telling other neighbors that I'm a vindictive control freak, and a couple of them have hinted that I might have gone too far, Even my husband thinks I could have handled it differently and avoided escalating things. And of course, my mother-in-law, who was visiting today, had chimed in one of her usual subtle digs as we were sitting down for lunch. She casually remarked some people just can't manage conflict like adults. I'm pretty sure she wasn't talking about Linda. So now Linda glares at me every time she sees me. My husband is annoyed about the neighborhood drama, and my mother-in-law is treating this like it's my personal failure. I still think it was justified, but I'll admit the fallout is a lot to deal with. I just wanted to keep you guys updated. What do you guys think? Is she the asshole?
Well, she's something. I don't know if she's the asshole. I mean, if she keeps parking in her driveway, and, dramatic measures must be taken. I'm for vindictive measures.
Like shooting them?
No! What do you mean?
Execution style?
Execution style. Talking about, listen. A little payback don't hurt anybody. Teaches everybody a good lesson, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean...
I just feel like it's awkward, though. Like, imagine if we parked in the neighbor's driveway.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunately a very awkward situation.
Yeah.
And if you're not afraid of an awkward situation, then I guess be vindictive. But if you are, then it seems like you shouldn't be vindictive. But I don't know if it's your personal failure. Maybe like personal hell. Maybe not personal failure.
Yeah, I mean, she said over the past few months, Linda repeatedly ignored the request to stop parking in their driveway. So it's been a few months that this isn't happening, and she still continues to ignore her.
Does Linda not have space in her own driveway, or does she just want to be an asshole? Because if anything, that I pose the question: is Linda the asshole?
She definitely is.
Linda's definitely the asshole.
Mm-hmm. And she tried to knock on her door, call her, but she didn't respond. I mean, she had to go to an appointment. She had to do what she had to do.
Yeah.
I don't think it was uncalled for. She did what she had to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next story is...
Yeah, the next story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Accidentally Letting My Sister-in-Law Get Chemical Burns in Her Face? My husband... he's a 26 male, and I, 26 female, bought our first home 7 months ago. His younger sister, 16 female, who just got her license, frequently shows up unannounced and has trouble with taking no for an answer. Last Friday, she came over after dinner and asked to stay the night. We agreed since we had no plans. She asked to shower, so we let her use ours as our guest bathroom isn't stocked yet. I splurged on salon-quality hair care products because my hair is unruly, and my $27 shampoo bottle was brand new. Later, I found half the shampoo and nearly all the conditioner gone, along with my skincare scattered across the counter. She used almost $50 worth of hair products, and all of my skin stuff, including my prescription skincare, stored in a pharmacy bag. I asked her to bring her own products next time, as I wasn't comfortable with how much she used. I was in no way rude. I just explained that I splurged on really expensive products and can't afford to have $50 of products gone every time she showers here. She called me selfish in a passive-aggressive way and ended up leaving. By Tuesday, her skin was red, peeling, and breaking out terribly. At dinner with my in-laws Tuesday, she blamed me for not warning her about my skincare. And then I just explained I hadn't expected her to dig through my drawers and use prescription products, which are expensive and took my skin weeks to adjust to. My father-in-law said I should pay for a doctor visit, but my husband refused, arguing that at 16, she should know better and that it was inappropriate for her to look through my medicine bag to even find the prescription products that was likely the culprit for the irritation. Am I at fault for not warning her? I wouldn't go through someone's personal products, let alone use this stuff like it was my own. I would have been happy to share some skin products. Not my prescription creams, though. She also brought up that I got mad she used so much shampoo and conditioner, and basically made me look really bad in front of my in-laws. Admittedly, I was upset about the shampoo and conditioner, and the fact that she left a huge mess on the counter. But I was very calm and just explained money is tight, as we just bought a house, and I didn't want her to use months of product in one shower. Anyways, let me know what you all think.
Yeah, she's not the asshole.
Yeah, like $50. Like imagine like if a Gene or like any like guest like comes into our like apartment and we let them shower and then they use all your Mary Kay.
Yeah, no. I love how you put that in there. I would be so upset. I would be upset because it's very expensive. And why are you using my stuff without permission? At least ask.
Yeah.
The polite thing to do is to ask before you use anything.
He's just very bold. The 16-year-old niece or whatever to like just dig for everything.
It's her sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Yeah, she just comes in unannounced because she got her driver license and she thinks she could do whatever she wants in her brother's house.
Womp. That's why she got chemical burns.
Exactly.
RP. I got like so when I first saw the title, I got like he threw acid. Anybody asked for doing this?
Yeah, it sounded bad at the beginning, but then when I first read it too,
I was like, all right, she get a pass.
Yeah,
you know the asshole
she's
for
definitely
burning your sister-in-law.
I'm annoyed with the parents too. They're saying that she has to pay for her
Her
medical.
dad is on something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like we don't know their dynamic.
The audacity, though.
I mean, let's have some decency, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why she's like this because her parents support it, and everybody's wrong except for her. So they need to fix that. Okay, so the next story is, am I the asshole for refusing to help my parents financially after they paid for my siblings' lavish wedding but not mine? I, 32 female, got married 2 years ago. At the time, my parents told me they couldn't afford to contribute for my wedding because of financial struggles. My husband and I accepted this, paid for everything ourselves, and even kept the event small to avoid any financial burden to anyone. Fast forward to now. My younger brother, 28 male, just got married and my parents paid for everything. I'm talking about a huge extravagant wedding with a fancy venue, open bar, live band, and over 200 guests. It's clear they spent tens and thousands of dollars on this. When I asked them why they were able to fund this wedding but not mine, they brushed me off, saying their financial situation improved, and they wanted to give my brother the wedding he deserved. Recently, my parents asked me to help them out financially because they're right tight on money. Again, after the wedding expenses, I flat out refused, telling them that it wasn't fair for them to ask me for help when they showed clear favoritism. Now they're saying I'm being petty and holding a grudge. Some relatives agree with me, while others think I'm being too harsh since family helps family. I feel justified because I've always been financially independent, and they didn't show me the same support they gave my brother. But now I'm wondering, am I the asshole for refusing to help my parents financially after they paid for my siblings' lavish wedding but not mine?
No. Because, like, they paid for your siblings' wedding, and now they're asking for money. That's like...
You're paying for their wedding.
Yeah. Like, then you should have...
They should have spent so much. Like, I don't even know 200 people. Like,
me either. What the hell?
I mean, do we know 200 people?
Not enough to invite to a wedding.
Yeah, not enough to invite. Like, if I'm inviting someone to a wedding, like, we gotta be close.
Yeah.
Or, like, I have to know you in a span. Like, we're not talking about, like, oh my god, I met you once, like, 5 years ago. Like, you're not getting invited to my wedding. Yeah.
I don't even know where you are. Like,
yeah. Like, I'm not gonna invite a random stranger to my wedding just because I met them, like, 5 years ago. But that's beside the point. No. I mean, they got bands to spend on that wedding, then they should have saved. Should have been.
Yeah, it looked like they
responsible.
Yeah, they look like they were over splurged since the parents are now struggling financially.
Yeah, I mean
that seems like a parent issue. Unfortunate.
Well, yeah, they should ask the brother to help them out.
That brother got a free wedding.
Yep, they should help him out now. Why she going to the other daughter when they didn't even help her out? So
exactly.
I think like the average like wedding like cost like in America at least it's like $20,000 to $50,000. So it's probably like in the upper band of that they all spend in one night.
$20,000 to $50,000 too much. I'm going to a courthouse and calling it a day.
Just divorcing right there.
Divorcing?
No, I'm just gonna go to the courthouse, get a certificate, and call it a day.
Oh, the courthouse wedding thing.
Yeah, that's probably like a lot cheaper. Cute. Those are like kind of cute.
Is it cute to like do that? I
mean, it's like
I feel like it's a little bit
cute.
sanitized.
What are you talking about? I mean, like, you
It's
dress up
what?
nice.
Like sanitized, like you're in like an office setting, like
It's a court
So?
at the end of the day. It shouldn't
I
matter.
don't think it's
a
bad.
fancy office.
if you love the person,
Yeah,
I mean,
as long as
you're
you don't
willing to get
married.
married. Then I mean, I don't need.
Guess you
fancy
have a
wedding.
point.
I don't know. I think
Maybe a nice dinner.
yeah, exactly. And then you could. Well, your sister did have a little courthouse ceremony, right?
Yeah, and it was like it was a nicer courthouse, remember, because it was in Hartford.
Yeah. So it wasn't. It was
You
pretty
see?
cute.
It could be cute.
But then she had a real wedding.
So
Okay,
yeah, they had
well,
actually,
I don't know about that one.
I think it's
Maybe like eventually, but like
Yeah, and I think like well, at least we're
VH
planning to
coming
have
soon.
it in the house. So
yeah,
Yeah.
in the backyard.
backyard. That's cute.
So what's the next story?
Yeah, the next story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Not Letting My Stepson Move Back In After He Pranked Me? My wife, Karen, 45 female, and I, 48 male, have been married for 5 years. She has a son, Dylan, 22 male, from a previous relationship. Dylan and I have always had a decent relationship. Nothing super close, but I treated him like my own and helped support him through college. Dylan recently graduated and moved back in with us temporarily while he looked for a job. Things were fine for a while, but he started hanging out with some friends who he said were into pranks. A couple of weeks ago, while Karen was out of town visiting her sister, Dylan decided it would be funny to prank me by wrapping all of my work supplies, computers, files, even my chair, in duct tape. I work from home, and this was the morning of a big presentation I had spent weeks preparing. I lost it. The tape was impossible to remove without ruining some of my files, and I had to scramble to piece together my presentation. When I confronted Dylan, he laughed and said, "It's just a joke." I told him that this wasn't funny at all, and that his lack of respect for my work was unacceptable. He brushed me off and acted like I was overreacting. When Karen got back, I told her what happened and said that I couldn't live with someone who didn't respect me or my home. I told Dylan he needed to move out. He packed up and went to stay with a friend. But now Karen is furious with me. She says I'm being too harsh and that Dylan is just a kid who made a dumb mistake. Dylan has since apologized, but I told him he needs to learn that actions have consequences. Karen thinks I'm being petty and putting my pride above family, but I feel like this is about respect. Am I the household for not letting Dylan move back in?
No.
I mean, the prank was good in theory, right? But like, I would have stayed away from paper, especially if it's like duct tape. Like, I think you kind of gotta know that one. That's like kind of common sense. Like paper on
Dylan
duct
doesn't
tape,
have that.
no common sense.
I think at least do that on a weekend. I mean, he has like no job or anything, right?
I thought he went to college. Didn't they say that she supported him through college?
Yeah.
He just graduated, I think.
College?
Oh wait, did he?
I'm sure. Yeah, he recently graduated. So I guess, he has no responsibilities at the moment. So I guess he
Okay.
doesn't understand.
I
He's
mean-
like bored.
Yeah, I mean, then Dylan should get a job if he's bored. Question mark. Just
I know,
thought.
yeah.
Just a thought. But I don't know. I don't think she's the asshole.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
I don't. Yeah, I think. I mean, I get it. It was a prank. I think it's all right, but I think he should have not touched his like work. He works from home, and he had a really important presentation, and he comes and tapes everything, destroys all the paper that he worked a while for.
yeah.
So he has no respect for his things. So I think it's just disrespectful. I'm not saying he shouldn't have pranked him,
But
but
is it enough to kick him out of the house, though?
he almost cost him his presentation, and that's
So
his job.
You would have kicked him out the house?
No.
All right.
But I mean,
yeah.
it depends on the type of relationship, though.
That's true.
I mean,
Not everybody has the same.
exactly.
All right, that's fair.
I think,
So,
what's it called again? What was I going to say? Hey, Dylan could at least done it on the weekend.
I
Yeah.
think he should have done a less crazy prank than
I
that.
think Dylan should have used common sense and not put duct tape on paper. But
Would it be enough for you guys to like kick him out if like anyone did a prank
I
in
mean,
the house?
would you be mad at me, Erica?
I would get mad at you, but like I wouldn't kick you out. However,
Like
you know-
remember that stack of paper from your job that you had for a few weeks?
What paper?
The mails.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if all of that was duct taped and all that stuff. Would you kick whoever responsible for that out of our apartment?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, if it was my child, no. Now, if
Of
it
course
wasn't
not
my
your child.
child, then yes. I would be like, you're gonna have limited time here. You're
Actually, get out of my house. No.
no, I wouldn't kick them out right on, but I
No,
would
they're
just be
getting out of my
like,
house right now.
you're gonna be limited time here, so figure it out. Would you? How about you, babe?
Yeah, I don't like when people touch my stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
especially
totally like. I mean, it's like not a super offensive prank to have pulled, but still, like it's like annoying.
In theory, it was a good one. It just didn't work out how.
it's just bad timing, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly a bad timing thing. I think if she did this on a weekend, she would be upset because like my papers and my all my work stuff, but like she would have time to like fix it and stuff like that.
The wife is literally agreeing with him, saying, well, he's disagreeing with him, saying, I don't think that's like something you should kick him out for, but.
Yeah. I mean, like after college, like especially like immediately after, you're still kind of like a kid, or at least like in modern times, like you act like a kid. You don't have as much responsibilities as like a full adult.
Yeah, I mean, he's not 12 either. I mean, he's 20.
22.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's still like relatively young nowadays. Like it's in terms of like experience, It's just, like,
Yeah, but he's not 12 years old. He should know better.
his frontal lobe is not fully developed.
I think his frontal lobe. At what time you graduate? You're at like 24, right? Your frontal lobe develops at like 20.
No, he graduated and he's 22 right now.
He's
Okay.
almost there. Like, come on. He shouldn't get a free pass for this.
Hey, no, I'm not saying he should get a few passes. I'm just trying to figure out why he doesn't have common sense
You're a
yet.
Dylan defender. His name was Dylan, right?
Yeah,
Dylan. Yeah.
Yes. I got it
But,
right.
and then
Dylan for
also, that's his
Okay,
stepson. It's not his son. His real son either. So I think
You're
that
not my
might.
dad.
It's also that might be some part of the dynamic as well.
That's controversial, Erica. You're dropping controversial takes.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
this true? Are you saying because they're not blood that he should just throw him to the side?
well, I'm just saying is because
That's tea.
that depends on.
That's the chat.
Don't be
I
adopted
don't know
by
about
Erica.
y'all, but
More of the
No,
story.
I'm just saying that depends on this reaction of the whole prank.
moral of the story: don't have stepkids around Erica, because you know where they're gonna go out to that street,
You're
work
already
in the
on thin
corner,
ice.
No, I definitely
work in
not.
that corner.
You're so terrible. No, I just think that's why he, made a certain decision that way. Because maybe that's, the type of relationship he has is decent. That's what he stated on the Reddit. So,
All right.
all right. So next story is: am I the asshole for abandoning a random kid after I almost missed my train? Yeah, this is one was weird.
After what?
Abandoning a random kid after I almost missed my train.
Okay.
So, throwaway because I have colleagues following my main. Also, sorry for the grammar. I was traveling back to the state I work in with 45 minutes to spare before my train. Just chilling when this lady comes up with a kid looking flustered. She says, "Can you watch him for a minute? I have an emergency. I'll be right back." Before I could even respond, she hands me her number and disappears. At first I thought, fine, I'll be here anyway. But 15 minutes turned into 30, then 40. I kept calling her, but she never picked up the phone. The kid was crying, and I was panicking because my train was about to leave. When the warning whistle blew, I had to decide. I ran to the police check post, explained everything, gave the kid, her and my number to them, and ran for my train. Just made it just in time. A minute later, we were off. 10 minutes later, she called screaming that I kidnapped her kid, saying she filed a police complaint. I told her that I called multiple times. She didn't pick up, and the kid was now with the cops. Asked them. I then called her a terrible mom and hung up. I feel bad for the kid, but I didn't know what else to do. Am I the asshole?
No. I think for me, I wouldn't even have like accepted that. I just would have walked away and left the kid there.
Well, we know the type of person you are. But no, he's not the asshole.
I mean, like, what kind of request is that to like ask a random stranger to take care of your kid? Like for me, like even just that alone would just make me think it's like some sort of scam.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like
What kind of emergency would you have to go that you can't go with your kid?
like that raises that question. Why?
Like, just leave him there with a random stranger.
Yeah, that's crazy work. And you don't even know this guy.
Mm-mm.
You don't even know this person. Like,
Yeah, I could literally kidnap
you
your
literally
kid.
could have kidnapped your kid, but you're not the asshole. I mean,
I think it was a scam though, because as soon as she left, then the mother or whoever like dropped off the kid called her.
No, he was waiting for.
No, like as soon as she left for the train, like 5-10 minutes later, then she gets a call from the child's parents saying, "How could you?" and then accused her kidnapping. So it's like a lucky thing that like the OP left it with the police.
No, that could be it too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good call. I didn't think about it that way.
That's
I'm
because
really
it reminds me
fucked
like when I was
I'm
like
not
younger
taking
in the
care of a random
Bronx.
person's kid.
I remember this kid came into like a restaurant that my family and I were eating at, and he was like kind of like he was like limping, so we assumed that he had like a bad leg. So we gave him some money.
Like Tiny Tim.
Yeah, a little Tiny Tim, yeah. And then I was so happy. Well, not happy, but I was just like, oh yeah, we helped the kid. And then as I looked outside the window, the kid ran across the street to like some guy.
Bruh.
So that's why I don't get donations. No, never donate
Oh my god.
to charity.
Is that why you always say that?
And that's part of the reason, but yeah. But
Why
never
do
donate.
you say that?
Never donate.
What happened
donate
that
is
you never
crazy.
want to donate?
That.
Well, you said part of the reason. What's the other reason?
I gotta think about it because I don't know it that hard.
He's just against donating until then.
Yes.
That's so
He's just-
funny.
I mean, like most charities, like the bigger ones too. Like if you think of like Goodwill and stuff like that, they make like a lot out of the charities. I think more than the legal amount, but I can't make any accusatory statements. So allegedly, they are more for
Allegedly.
profit than they are non-profit. But
Okay,
yeah,
well.
Yeah, I mean,
just donate to if you're gonna donate. I don't even know where I don't even know where you would want to donate, but yeah, just don't donate. That's a rule.
Just don't donate.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if y'all shouldn't donate. Maybe like once in a while.
Where
I'll
would
say
you donate to?
Probably that one shelter, that ASPC shelter. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No.
In the arms of...
Oh, okay.
Y'all
Just
know
for
what
music.
I'm talking
I gotta
Like,
pick for the
that
music.
was so sad. Those commercials used to make me cry.
oh my god, it always comes out at the end of the night
Yeah,
too,
it
when
was
you're like
like-
kind of like you're feeling
Like you're tired
yeah.
and like...
You feel
and
sad.
The puppies behind the cage.
Predatory.
Oh,
I mean, they know how to get you. I'm telling
Exactly.
you. Or like, yeah, I don't know, honestly.
I might donate to like a shelter for miniature schnauzers that look like Selena
I don't
only.
think.
oh my god, you are so biased for Selena. Yeah, so he definitely has a favoritism with Selena.
I don't have favoritism. I just have
You
my preferences.
totally
You definitely
do.
have favoritism.
Yes.
Crazy because she latched onto your nipple. But personally, hey.
That's so crazy. She was attacking me for whatever reason.
Really?
Whatever reason.
Oh yeah, because we guys play fighting. Yeah,
I don't know. It's for whatever reason, but Dre did this.
it's her go-to move. Well, yeah, her go-to move to just try to bite me anywhere. It's just that one time I was just too low to the ground, so she made a jump for it.
She did.
And she started to breastfeed.
Yes,
Yeah.
with chocolate milk.
Okay. Anyways, next
Because you
story time.
bother her too much. Anyway, what's the next one?
Yeah, and then our next story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Considering Divorce Over My Wife's Ex Behavior? Recap. I've been with my wife for 6 years, married for 1.5 years. Her son, let's call him Jake, is 9. He used to call me dad, and we had a great bond. 5 months ago, his biological dad showed up. Since then, Jake has been repeating things his dad say and constantly insults me. I went from he is my dad to he is just my mom's husband. LOL. I talked to my wife about it, but she thinks he's just a kid and that I should let it go. Last week, Jake called me because his dad, who was supposed to pick him up from school and then take him shopping for his mom's birthday, bailed on him. I stepped in, took Jake shopping, and we had a good half day together. I paid for the gift he picked out. I dropped him off at his dad's, and he was sleeping and forgot about even picking Jake up from school in the first place. On my wife's birthday, Jake lied and said it was his dad who took him shopping and paid for the gift, despite his dad never having a job or paying child support. His dad graciously accepted all the compliments and even made fun of the gift I gave my wife. My wife, however, didn't say a word to him. After the party, when Jake went to his dad's, I told my wife I was upset that she didn't stand up for me. She rolled her eyes and said, "Why? Because he was more thoughtful than you?" I told her the truth about what happened, but she didn't believe me. I even showed her my credit card statement and phone logs, providing that Jake called me on Tuesday. Frustrated, I left to stay with my brother because I can't be around someone who doesn't trust me. Here's the thing. My brother thinks I'm right. My mother-in-law has messaged me a million times saying it's a misunderstanding and that I'm overreacting. My wife hasn't apologized. She came over yesterday and said she feels stuck because she doesn't want to make her son feel bad about his dad. She keeps saying, he's just a kid and you should be the bigger person. When I asked if she was apologizing, she said no. She insisted it was just a misunderstanding and added that she's seen how much her ex has been trying. Then she said I was acting like a needy man baby. I told her that if she thinks so highly of her ex and doesn't see my efforts, she should leave because she clearly doesn't get my point. She doesn't seem to care about any of the effort I put in. Her response? That's exactly what I'm saying. You're acting like a needy baby who needs a reward. You need to man up if you love me. So now I'm torn. Should I start talking to a lawyer because there's no point in working on this? Or am I overreacting and should we try counseling? Am I the asshole?
No.
No. Maybe
Yeah.
try counseling.
Counseling?
Because, I mean, what can you really do at that point?
I think
You
the
try to
wife is
talk
the
to her.
asshole.
Nicely.
The wife is
The
definitely
wife's
the asshole.
definitely the asshole.
Your wife's asshole. The ex? Oh, yeah, consider
He's
him
also the
asshole too,
asshole.
yeah. Like,
They're
you guys
both the
think-
asshole.
Let's be real. He's
Yeah.
the ex. He's gonna be the asshole.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
I guess it
it's,
depends.
It's fine to be an asshole, but like, you don't be an asshole to your son. Like, if he needs you to be there, you say you're gonna be there, and you just stood him up. That's not okay.
Yeah. It's,
I think it's like a kind of weird dynamic because like even though like the ex left and didn't and bailed on his kid, the kid still like loves him still.
Well, because he's a child. They don't know any better.
Yeah, I just think it's like it's strange. And then also like the wife or whatever like backing his ex up. It's just like maybe there's something going on there.
Well, because I mean, he said that he was gone for a while, and then I guess he returned after 1.5 years, because it looks like that's when she married him. And now he's back, and he's decided to have his real dad back. So that's why he's, putting up with, the crap of not him being there for him, because he wants to spend time with his father, because he basically just banished out of his life. So I think it's sad. I think the mom should really do better at parenting, because she's making it okay that her dad is, not a good father, not as, doesn't keep his promises, and making it like it's okay.
Yeah. Excusing behavior and all that stuff.
Yeah, just because he's trying doesn't mean that that's good enough. He should know better. He's an adult. So
Yeah, I guess in final, Opie isn't the asshole,
no, definitely not.
and then
Not
X and the wife are the assholes,
Yeah, definitely.
and they should go to counseling. Is this salvageable?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on the wife, because honestly, I think she has this type of mentality where I don't feel like she's going to change her mind on anything. And she's probably not going to reject counseling, honestly.
Yeah, it's I feel like it's a hard decision, like hard position to be in when, like, especially when the ex comes back like that.
Yeah.
Imagine like it just makes the relationship complex for them, because then there's like a lot of feelings to come back, especially if he's been gone for a while. It's just like suddenly comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I mean, it depends if they both try and they both want to make it better and, work through it. But if they both don't put the same amount or somewhat, try to make it work, it's not going to work, regardless of the counseling.
What did the comments say about this?
So the top comment is, detangling your life now. I feel bad for the kid, but not the asshole. So basically, to leave and not try. I mean, I think he should at least try with marriage. But if it doesn't work, then it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I feel like it's not a divorceable offense, but
I don't think so either. I just think they need to have better communication and just talk. And she needs to work on, because her kid also lied, and I feel like she just completely glazed over that.
yeah,
She lied for her dad. So what else would he be lying if they go out? Let's for example, he takes him for a day, and they do stuff, and he comes back home, and then his mom asks, how was your day? He completely lies. He says, oh, he took me here, took me there, and in reality, he just was drinking and he was at home doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's also abuse. Like, it's just one of those things where you have to teach him not to lie.
Yeah,
Not
and like
okay.
it seems like the ex's dad is also like putting words into him, like about like his current dad.
Yeah, because before he used to call him dad, but not anymore. So that's sad. You know, they were having a good relationship, but he came over and ruined everything.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to come back from.
Yeah, especially as a kid, you know, you were manipulated so much easier than an adult, and it's really sad because it looks like they had a good relationship. The stepdad.
Yeah.
The last and final story is: am I the asshole? Don't want to bring my girlfriend to a wedding.
Okay.
So it starts off, I have a family wedding coming up. The family's first wedding in like 10 years. So it is a big deal for the family. When I take my girlfriend for a year plus to events, she wants me to babysit her, sit by her, expects me to introduce her to every person. In contrast, take me to an event, I am fine. I'm happy not to be introduced to anyone. If I talk, I will go introduce myself. Not that long ago, I took her to my uncle's 88th birthday party. He lives in a nursing home. I knew maybe 4 people out of the 25 there. I started mingling, meeting the people, trying to understand the relationship with my uncle. On the way home, she eviscerated me. She left me there sitting with my aunt. You didn't introduce me to everyone, etc. All I could think about was, how about I don't bring you next time? It's not worth all this. As additional info, she is like the CEO type, runs an organization, getting her way on most things. Recently, I took her to a gala that had about 400 people. I probably knew 100 personally. On the way there, she gave me a lecture. Don't leave her, etc. So walking in, I introduced her to everyone that I ran into on the way to our seats. Probably 10 to 15 people. But then I just sat at our table. I only talked to people at our table. I felt so constricted. So finally I said, let me go talk to my friends over there. And I spent about 10 to 15 minutes talking to the people I knew. Additional info. It is a cross-country relationship. She happens to live near my hometown, which I visit regularly and thereby visit her. She comes out to visit me on occasion. She has met my cousins, particularly the groom's mother, whom she has become friends with. So she knows all the details in the wedding, which is also in different state. So go to the wedding, both of us would have to travel. Last night, as I was home alone, I had an epiphany. I really don't want her to come to the wedding with me. All I could think about was all the cousins and family that I haven't seen in forever. And being constricted and just hanging with them, she's going to feel like a boat anchor at this one. And a decade of family event. Maybe I've just been an asshole about this my entire life, not doing introductions properly. Maybe I'm just not happy about other things. I flew in a long weekend and she wanted to go out a jazz place. She made reservations. She must always have reservations wherever she goes. And while out, she got sick, probably bad food earlier. We left early and she's driving home in a brand new luxury vehicle and she pulls over quickly, opens the door and starts vomiting, covering the door, the cup holders, the handholds, everything in vomit. We finally make it home and she goes to bed. I go out her car and clean the vomit from everywhere. I get the bucket of soap and water. I get the bucket of soap and water and clean it completely. But I realize that some of the vomit is so deep in the hand wells that I need to take a small bit of it apart. I clean it separately and let it dry separately. So I leave the piece out on the console to fully dry. The next day she is feeling better and has to go somewhere. And I say, don't mind that little piece that I had taken off out of the door. She starts complaining of how I have compromised the warranty on her car and how I need to go put it back together this very moment. I responded by saying, it's not a big deal, not going to affect your warranty. She continues to shriek about it, so I get up and spend 30 seconds putting the piece back in place. Something about the sequence just irritated me. I just want to go to the wedding and have fun, enjoy my family, but I realized that if I don't want to take her with me, the relationship is probably over. What do you guys think? Is he the asshole?
Like in general, for not bringing her?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like he's complaining about everything, every little thing. I think he has fallen out of love with her. Like, I think maybe at some point he loved to take charge and the person that wants to be, a certain way with everybody, or she likes this certain personality, like type A or whatever. Mm-hmm. But now he just finds every little thing for her annoying. Mm. And now he doesn't want to even bring her to family functions anymore.
Yeah. That's how you know it was over from the beginning. Because you get annoyed and you start doing all that, bruh. Like, you know it's over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm just like, well, I mean, if he feels like he has to babysit her at events and he feels constricted with her being there, like, why does he feel that way? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I feel like in general, just for like the structure of OP's posts, I just feel like there's too much going on. Like, it just seems like he has like a lot of pent up energy and pent up negativity about his wife or girlfriend. But yeah, I think would you guys say he's the asshole in this situation? For like, at least considering not wanting to bring his wife around.
It's not his wife. I think it's his girlfriend.
His girlfriend, yeah.
Yes. Because, I mean, if you're with her and you want to go for the long run, you need to bring her to see your family, especially if it's such a big event. If you're not bringing her there, it means literally that you don't want her there and you don't think I think unconsciously he feels like it's not going to last long anymore. So that's why he doesn't want to bring her to his family any longer. And I just realized that there is an update. Oh. He said, I had no idea that this would blow up like this. Most responses have level of reality, whether it's not the asshole or yes, the asshole, or just break up. However, let me clarify that I wasn't clear enough or just omitted. She did thank me for cleaning up the vomit. She has no problem being outgoing. I just think that she wants to turn that off sometimes when not working, particularly when she is with me. She's an incredible woman. Don't let comments said when not in the best mood take away from that. I don't have a problem introducing her at all. I do it all the time. It just feels like a chore at this point. It's not really introducing the person that I am with, but better to do this or suffer the worth later. I'm also terrible with names. I don't remember most people. Oh my god, I'm like that too. I'm such terrible with names. My introductions go something like this, and this is XX. And I then wait for them to say their name because I don't remember it. Well, oh my god. I was in a conversation with my friend 50 years about really everything, and he said something to me that I never really thought about. When is she nurturing you? Again, I thank everyone for sincere comments.
Yeah, this dude's like a straight yapper. He's like, a clarification, and then like just goes into his whole life story again.
Yeah, I don't think we needed to know it.
Yeah.
It's such a long post. I didn't realize.
That clarification could be like, thank you for the comments, guys. Bro.
Well, you want to clarify some things, which, I mean, I guess...
Nothing. You just wanted to, I don't know.
Clarified nothing. Just wanted to hear himself talk.
Yeah. He just went on for like 4 or 5 paragraphs.
I can't disagree with you because there's nothing really useful he updated in. But I mean, I think he feels like he's doing a lot in the relationship, but I don't know. But I think he's doing an okay amount. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't know. I think
that poor woman.
Yeah, I think
he's doing the bare minimum. I'm sorry. Let me go and get my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend. How is that so much work? Mm-hmm. Tell me, like, would that be a lot of work for you, babe? Would that be a lot of work for you?
For what?
If you introduce me to your family, like, hey, this is my girlfriend, or my fiance. Mm-mm. No, would you complain about it?
No.
I don't get it. And he feels like it's a chore. I mean, at this point.
I think he just needs a therapist and not Reddit.
Yeah, I really think so. I
Some of
mean,
these people just need a therapist and not Reddit. It's really concerning.
yes. And the top comment is not the asshole, but the wedding isn't really the issue. When you don't want to take your partner to an important event in your life, you're with the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
I really think he needs to reflect if he really wants to continue to be with his girlfriend, because I don't think he sees a future with her anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in final, is he the asshole? OP? I say I just want to say he's the asshole because I don't like that he just keeps talking. So
I think he is the asshole, because if he really doesn't think that there's a future with his girlfriend, he needs to tell her.
Mhm.
He needs to be real with her and tell her, well, I don't want to take you to this event because I don't see a future with you. And be honest. And stop, just saying, oh, don't
When you
tell
beat
her.
around the bush, it's worse.
Exactly. So I think he's
It's
just wasting
worse.
time.
Things are not good for you.
Yeah. So I really
you
think
beat around the bush.
he is the asshole for that, for not being clear and honest with her instead of hiding
Trust.
and not taking her.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Chelsea, do you think he was the asshole?
No, but he's not a great person. I mean, is he the asshole? It's like, I wouldn't call him an asshole, but I would say maybe inconsiderate.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
Because, if he really didn't see a future, then he should have really just said that and not beating around the bush and done all whatever. He's doing too much.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. He's just not being real with her. He needs to stop and just tell her, that's it. I want this over.
Big boy pants on and call it a day. Unfortunately, he chose the beat around the bush route. So, I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, he is. For me, he's the asshole. But you guys both think he's not, which is okay. I just think he is, because he should be an adult and say what he's feeling to his girlfriend instead of just hiding it from her or not telling or not
maybe
bringing
she's
her.
scary.
So then it's still man up.
Maybe she's scary, and he didn't want to get into an argument.
But still,
He did mention
it's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse if it's the way that he did it was worse.
Mm-hmm.
The way that he's doing things is.
OP did say that he didn't want to feel the girlfriend's wrath. Which is kind of a weird thing to say.
I'm telling you, behind every action, there's a reaction, and maybe her reaction just.
then why is he
crazy.
with her if he's scared to talk about anything?
Maybe, Erica, he has something more going on. I'm defending OP, yes?
I don't get it. Like, if you want to have a serious relationship, you need
Okay, well,
to
maybe
have
he's
a
obviously not ready
conversation.
for that.
Clearly, he is not. He's complaining about introducing his girlfriend. Like, it's a chore. So
Okay, yeah, that part was a little much.
he
but,
needs to reflect on if he really wants a relationship, and he has to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is all for the stories this week. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week.